Working on a 2014 Ford F-150. Customer complaint is they have no brake lights and the gear shift will not come out of park. So what I checked first was the power to the brake switch, which is above your brake pedal. The brown with red wire is your power into the switch. And it's in pin number 4 of the connector to the switch. So when I tested it with my test light, it actually lit my test light. So I got my load tester, which is a heavier bulb, to test that, and then yeah, with the load on it, the power went away. So what I ended up doing, I went to the fuse in the engine compartment here, fuse panel, and it's fuse number 46 that feeds that. And that's all this fuse feeds. It's fuse number 46 with this one right here. So that fuse was good. So that told me more than likely I had a broken wire or an issue in the panel. So what I ended up finding was I opened up the harness here on the left side of the engine compartment, and I found the brown with red wire and pulled on it and it came out. So I got the air box and the coolant reservoir out of the way and got the harness up and opened it up. And I found the brake down here underneath the coolant jug, which I also found some other rodent damage in there, so I'm glad I traced it. I was going to run a new wire, but thought it would be better to try to find it and fix it, which I found, yeah, a few more wires down here have been chewed by a rodent. But what I've made, basically this is my test light for load testing powers and grounds, because that puts a load on it, opposed to these test lights here. About all these are good for is testing fuses, because they can fool you and show that there's power when there's really not. But this bulb here, so if I go to my brown with red wire down here, it'll light my wire if I get a good ground there to it. So I have good power coming out of the panel. So I'll repair these wires down here and everything should work as it should. Thanks for watching. If this has helped you, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Okay, so I have the wire fixed. Everything's working out. Everything back together. I wanted to show you the location of where I opened it up initially to find that broken wire, the brown with red. But it's back in the corner here. So I just opened up the harness here, found my brown with red, was able to pull on it and it came out, you know, it was broke. So, but this is the harness that goes into the cab. But it heads down below your coolant jug and then up to the fuse panel there. So it's very important when you're fixing wires on the exterior of the vehicle. I like to use the dual wall heat shrink because it has glue in it and it seals it from the elements. So basically what I do is I just take some uninsulated butt connectors to do the repair, and they kind of have a hole in the middle to where you can add your solder to it, and then you heat shrink over that and it seals it from the weather and elements.